Welcome one and all to the most depressing review I've made in a while. Just to let you know, there'll be spoilers in this video going forward, and I will try and keep my rantings to as short as possible. And if you hear a fan on in the background, that's because the room is warmer than Satan's tit. So yes, I apologise, but I need airflow in here, otherwise I might die. So what are we reviewing, you might ask yourself? You've probably been able to tell by the thumbnail. It's the Netflix Resident Evil live action series. Yeah, no yeah. Yeah, when I watched Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, that movie, that was pretty bad. Pretty bad, yeah. Pretty bad adaptation. I didn't really think things could get much worse. I was wrong. Oh god, I was wrong. I lament those days. I look back fondly on my viewing of Welcome to Raccoon City, because it's, well, as much as it is a pile of shite, it's mercifully a hell of a lot shorter and more entertaining than this fuckheap. Apparently it was a fella that done the Supernatural series that did this, and he's wanting this to run for as long as Supernatural, which was about 16 series. Mate, I hope that doesn't happen. And after the reception of this series, I very much doubt that it will. You maybe get a second series, maybe a third, but I doubt it, because most people that have watched this detest it, with very good reason. The overview is that Wesker has moved to New Raccoon City in South Africa with his two highly irritating daughters, Jade and Billy Wesker. Upon arriving in New Raccoon City in South Africa, Jade turns to her sister and says, "We're in South Africa. Where's all the black people?" To be honest, I probably should have stopped watching it there and then, because the woke weavings are weaved through this. They're weaved through this. I'm not as bad as that. That's about as worse as it gets. But there are a couple other things in it. I'm like, oh Jesus, really? Why did you have to do that? You know, I mean, why? That added nothing to this series. Well, Jesus, I say it added nothing, but there's nothing really to add to. It's like a gaping anus, and it's just like, you get the idea. Albert Wesker is played by Lance Reddick, who I am a big fan of. He was in The Wire. He was a very, very good character in The Wire. Why they decided to race swap yet another Resident Evil legacy character is beyond me, because he is in no way, shape or form Albert Wesker ever in any universe. He's more like substitute math teacher Wesker. Yes, the real teacher is sick today, Miss Dobbins, or whatever the fuck her name is, and I am Albert Wesker, math teacher extraordinaire. Junkie, because he's always injecting himself with these kids' blood, because that's no creepy. And the reason for that is he's a fucking clone and needs their blood to stay alive. Anyways, jumping right ahead there, sorry about that. Sometimes the more annoying parts of this really just bubble to the surface a lot easier. Starts off in London, looking like a generic 28 Days Later rip-off, which actually, do you know what, I quite like that. I quite like that. Then you see the zombies and then I didn't like it anymore. I was just like, what the fuck, I don't even know what the fuck she's doing in London, something to do with looking at things. And then a giant fucking caterpillar erupts from the underground section of London, and then some people come and save her and kill it right away. It's like, but it looked cool. Look, had there been a new Resident Evil game, that might have been a good boss, but it's not good Resident Evil or new game. Be bad or good. So what you actually have in this series is teen drama from, someone said, the CW. I think that's the people that make like Batwoman and Green Arrow and Flash and all that crap. But they thought, fuck it, we'll inject Resident Evil into this and ruin it forever, because it's the most boring thing I've ever fucking seen in my life. It is the dullest thing. I fell asleep multiple times through multiple episodes, having to rewatch multiple things again. Not happy. I watched the first episode with my son and he was like, "Dad," I said, "Yes son, I'm not watching any more of this shit." I said, "Aye, good, fuck you, and leave me on my own, let me do this on my own." I said, "Well fine, I'll watch it on my own," and I did, sort of. I've seen YouTubers and reviewers not get through any more than 2 episodes, and I really don't blame them. I don't blame them in the fucking slightest. And if you watch it, and God help me if you do, and I really don't recommend it. If I haven't conveyed that enough, I don't recommend you watch this. You'll recognise very little of Resident Evil. I'm 100% convinced this was written as something else, and they just happened to get the Resident Evil franchise deal at the time, and they just thought, come on, fuck it, we'll just inject Umbrella into it, we'll ruin a couple of legacy characters in the mix, we'll put these two young adults in it that are the most insufferable, fucking ungrateful and annoying bastards. And through every episode it continually time jumps, which is the most fucking irritating thing I've ever seen. Yeah, cliche fucking wobble jobby. But it does really ruin the pacing, and it's like, oh, I'm just getting invested in what's happening in the past. Nah, that's a lie. I just put up with what's happening in the past, and then I get to the future and I don't get invested in that either. There are a couple of good wee bits here and there in the future bits, like they're in a convoy of cars going under a tunnel and they get attacked by lickers. That's a good 3-minute scene. Then right after that they go, oh, let's run away, and then they get attacked by giant spiders, which was kind of cool, but was another 2 or 3 minute scene. My mind feels constipated trying to talk about this. It's like I just want to skip to the end and skip to the hilarious bits. I can't remember anything else until the last 2 episodes. Something about a giant alligator under the water, and then they let it loose and then it kills everybody, or tries to. Or Jade has got, if you can even remember who the fuck Jade is, because I kept forgetting. She's got a daughter that can't be attacked by anything. In fact, I don't understand the big alligator they released to destroy umbrella thingies. And it's fucking huge. This, I think the alligator in Resident Evil 2 was big. This thing's the size of a fucking battleship. It looks ridiculous, but it is kind of cool at the same time. So it's something you would see in a Godzilla movie. A big kaiju alligator. And then it gets killed, it gets bombed. There's other parts where you see, like, there's Wesker clones in the Artley Mansion. Well, it's not the Artley Mansion, it's the, what do you call it, the lab. And there's a wee Half-Life reference with a microwave, and I thought, oh, yeah, it's hilarious. That's fucking great. What the fuck has this got to do with Resident Evil? Birds! No, but it can't all be the same. It has to be different. You don't want them just to, when they're adapting a game, to actually, reference the game and use the game as a launching pad for new ideas. No. You want them to ruin that. Put their own shite ideas and shite characters into that nobody likes, and then continually have diarrhea spread all over the fucking place as it goes on for another fucking 8 hours. I just don't understand why they did this. It's like, I didn't like everything in the Paul Anderson movies either, and I have the same questions, why did they do this? But this, I didn't think it could get worse, and it has. It's actually managed to surpass my grandest expectations of shite. And then near the end you see that they've got a tyrant, and it's just Lance Reddick dressed up as a tyrant. It's like, this is Resident Evil, the cosplay teen drama. It really is. This is what would happen if Pixar made Resident Evil. You know that Pixar made, cars with feelings, toys with feelings, feelings with feelings. Well, this is Resident Evil with feelings. Shite feelings. Feelings that I don't, care about. Because I want some big monster action and some cool characters, and for them to be well portrayed, which they are not. Anyway, so the funny bit is at the start of episode 7, you've got these Wesker clones, and then Albert Wesker shows up, now the bad one, the one from the games, only he's a black guy now for some fucking reason. And Lance walks down the stairs, and you see the leather, you're like, oh, here we fucking go. and it's the lamest, cringe-worthiest fucking nonsense you've ever seen in your life. This cunt is about as scary as fucking Donald Duck and Goofy. The first thing I actually thought when he appeared was, oh look, it's Blade. It's Blade! I think Lance Reddick would do a decent job as Blade, but we're getting another Blade. I don't care who's in it. Shite, it'll be shite, okay? It will be shite. So, anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, it's just not good. It's not good, it's not interesting, it's actually really slow paced. There's a lot of nothing going on, a lot of padding. Maybe if they made it, no, don't use the maybe if they'd have made this into a movie speech. Alright? It's not going to work this time. Because if they had this made into a movie, it'd be a 2-hour fuck keep rather than an 8-hour fuck keep. And that's because they have got Resident Evil and surrounded it with manure. Human manure, rat manure, dog manure, mutated caterpillar shit, giant alligator geek. It's just some other bits in it. It's like, yeah, oh yeah, the bit that Billy asks her father, oh, is the T-virus worse than COVID? They mention COVID in this twice. COVID. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am fucking done with this crap.
Bro, chill.